What if you booked a trip but had no idea where you were going? No research, no planning, just pure mystery. That's exactly what I did. Hey there everybody, welcome back into the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. And today, I am doing something just a little bit differently. And honestly, I'm pretty excited. My two least favorite parts of traveling. Number one is that I am actually pretty indecisive on picking a destination to actually travel to. And my second least favorite thing is actually the planning phase of the trip itself. There is this company called Journee who does surprise me vacations or plans surprise vacations. So that means you literally don't know where you're going until you arrive to the airport on your departure day. It probably sounds a little bit crazy, but I am actually very intrigued by that idea. So the purpose of this video is to serve as a full review of my experience with Journee. And I want to take you through the entire process, right from the opening survey all the way to the time when I find out where exactly I'm headed. I'm going to jump right onto the computer here, go to their website, and then we're going to do the survey process together. All right, here we are on the homepage. How will I know what to pack? 3 weeks before your trip, you will get a weather forecast for your surprise destination. At the same time, we'll send you a packing list with recommendations based on the weather and the experiences we have planned for you. Excellent. When can I reveal my destination? Most people wait until they're at the airport for the big reveal, and that's exactly what I plan to do. So here's an interesting one. Where does Journee send people? We love sending explorers to unconventional destinations that are often overlooked for more popular places nearby. Sounds like it's right up my alley. Not that I don't like the beach, but taking a vacation in Cabo, where I would just melt into the beach into the sun all day, doesn't sound overly fun to me. I'm more of an adventurous traveler, as you guys have seen on my channel. We will send you a series of fun clues at random intervals leading up to your trip, but be warned, they are not easy to figure out. All right, this website does so well with so many different FAQs, we don't have time to go through all of them, so I'm going to jump right into the free trip proposal process, and let's get that started. Welcome, we'll use everything you tell us in this questionnaire to match you with your most exciting trip yet. Doing outdoor activities, that is absolutely a 5. Being in nature, absolutely a 5. This is great that they include the pictures because this is kind of giving me a little bit of insight as to what they mean by this. Enjoying tasty local food. I love trying food. This is a 5 for me. How busy would you like this trip to be? I'm a pretty fast traveler. I don't want to sprint through this. So I'm gonna put it at a 4. Which countries and or cities should we not match you with? So I've been to 10 countries. Do I have them on there? Finland, Sweden, Denmark, and Taiwan. Oh, look at this. I was wondering about this. I was wondering how quickly they could do a trip. 11 days is not much time to plan a trip for somebody else. So your Journee proposal will hit your inbox in the next 24 hours. Let's do it. I am so excited for this already, and I can't even believe that this could potentially happen in just the next 11 days. So I can't wait to see what they come up with. So here I am the next morning, sipping on my coffee, just wondering, will I be melting on a beach in Cabo in 2 weeks? Or maybe I will be talking to a volleyball on a deserted island. And then this happened. All right, back in the office here, ready for the big moment. I'm so excited to see what it says. I can't wait to read it. Hey Anthony, I'm Anna. I help match people like you with trips to unconventional destinations here at Journee. We can't wait to get to work on your most exciting trip to date. Okay, well, that's a pretty bold statement, but I'm pretty jazzed up right now. We created this proposal from everything you told us in your questionnaire. In this unique country, you'll find everything from wooden carts to bustling squares. Ooh, ancient castles, okay, and imposing mountains are simply waiting to be discovered. You'll really feel like you're living in a fairy tale. Okay, so it sounds medieval. And also, I just want to take a quick break here to note that I told myself that as you're giving me clues and tidbits about where the destination is, I am not going to Google any of these tips because that would just take all the fun out of it. I don't want to do that. Okay, they gave us some info on the weather. Historically, the average has been around 69 degrees. What you'll be doing: full day guided tour to some of the most impressive castles and fortresses in the world, monasteries, all day hike through gorgeous forests and pastures to reach a throwback area of your destination untouched by the 21st century. I don't want to agonize over too many of the details and overthink this. I already do that on my own. I'm just gonna send it. Let's get this thing going. I'm pretty excited. Let's hit that reserve now button. This is the moment. Hitting pay. All right, that was it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Trip is paid for. I don't even know where I'm going. That's all the updates for now. I am so excited to keep guessing this journey. Stay tuned. Snap! Journee has just sent me their first official clue as to what the destination might be. And they sent it through WhatsApp, so I'm going to open that up on the screen share, and you're going to see that right here. Anthony, old-fashioned. People in your destination speak a language much older than English. I don't know the history of languages very well. I enjoy studying languages, and the only thing I'm letting myself do is open maps, because my geography skills, as surprising as it may sound, are not that good. Also, so I'm looking at this map here. At first I was thinking Scotland. Scotland is right here. That seems a little too close given the flight time. I just think maybe something like Croatia or something up here that's east of Poland, which would be Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia. I just think it's one of those countries over there somewhere. So that's all I have for now. I was doing a little bit of hiking here on the Appalachian Trail, and wouldn't you know it, Journee decided to drop by with another clue. Because I have no self-control, I'm going to open up this clue right now. Let's see what it says. You can hear me a little bit better from behind the rocks, so I had to change up the view in order to read this clue. Anthony, jungle calling. You're going to Tarzan's homeland. Needless to say, there's a lot of greenery around. Okay, where was Tarzan filmed? The clues are getting more obvious. Unfortunately, I'm not a Tarzan fan, so I don't really know where the movie was filmed. I've always thought of the country of Georgia having these really nice, pristine green, very green landscapes. And let me think on that for a second. What's up, everybody? Clue number 6 is here. I'm so pumped to open this clue. I even got my friends and family in on the action. They're constantly asking me, have you gotten the next clue? Let's read today's clue. Anthony, warming up. There is a building in one of the places you'll visit that spends the same on heating as entire cities from the same country. What? What could that be? Specifically, this building needs to be hot. Or the building is at such a high altitude that it's always cold there. But unfortunately, I don't know any more than that, so I'm gonna have to think about this. All right, let's jump into our brainstorming session. I can't believe that I'm a mere 5 days away from blindly getting on an airplane and just flying to a mystery destination to who knows where. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm still pretty stuck, and pardon my ignorance, but I just don't know all of the intricate differences between all these countries to start ruling them out. So I want to stay true to the rules of my game here. I'm going to continue not to Google anything, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to kick it old school and visit my local library here. I'm going to go inside and head over to the travel section and just browse and see if anything sparks any kind of interest or inspiration. All right, let's go check it out. I've been at the library for hours doing all kinds of research. I actually found this book here called Europe, which has a lot of tidbits, facts, and information of countries that I just didn't know before. All of the countries you see colored in here, this book covers. But also, I'm curious about Slovakia, Slovenia, Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia. I found this huge book right here, an atlas. On the screen, you'll see the graphic here of the evolution of languages. Balto-Slavic. Slavic? That sounds like Slovakia. I kind of think that Slovakia is the country that's standing out. You ever watch those crime documentaries? I feel like a detective. I think Slovakia is at the top of my list right now. I have other countries I want to research yet, so stay tuned. Hey guys, what's happening? I can't believe how much fun and excitement I've been able to drum up just from turning myself into a detective. I've spent like 10 or 12 hours in the library the last 2 days, just rummaging through books and trying to piece together all the clues and use some logical deduction and reasoning to figure out where exactly I'm going. That brings me to this moment here where I think I've pretty much decided on which country I think it is. I've been narrowing down the list and focusing on the countries where they had languages that were of Baltic or Slavic descent. And then I moved on to using the Google Maps or the terrain map, and I was able to rule out a few more countries, Belarus and Moldova. Same thing with the Baltic countries, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, but I ruled those out for the same reason as described with the mountains. And then I found a complete guide to all 911 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So one of the clues was you're going to 2 of this destination's most important UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The description of Slovakia's UNESCO sites, particularly the verbiage well-preserved medieval settlement, which lined up perfectly, almost perfectly, with the clues that I received. And I do think that the country is Slovakia. So stay tuned for further updates. Look what came in the mail today. Haha. So you were told by Journee that you're going to receive this package in the mail a few days before your departure date, and that it's safe to open without revealing the destination. Let's open this bad boy up. Oh, this is the reveal postcard. I've seen this before. This is what holds the final answer and the actual destination that we've been working so hard to figure out these last couple of weeks. You just know it's in the palm of your hands. Journey, itinerary, and guide. This is excellent. All of the work that I don't like doing right here in one nice little package. We got our reveal postcard. We've gotten all 8 clues. I've done a ton of research up until this point to try and figure it out. The only thing left to do is pack. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we are at the packing stage. Decided to pack lighter this time, and I'm a little bit cheap. They specifically said to bring sturdy, waterproof hiking shoes, so that would be these. I would prefer not to bring these bulky boots on a carry-on only trip, but I'm gonna play it safe and I will bring them along. I went ahead and packed some items in the boots to try and conserve space. I always travel with packing cubes. You might be able to tell that this thing is solid. And this is a compression cube, so not only is it rolled tightly, but then it's compressed down even further by the cube. So I have fit a lot of clothing in here. Gotta bring the drone with us. Hopefully we can get some pretty cool shots. Got some GoPro gear here. And in case anyone's wondering, I will be traveling with my Cotopaxi Alpa 35-liter bag as my carry-on. And then I never leave home without this one, my Osprey Talon 22-liter bag as my personal item. How is this all gonna fit into my carry-on? Well, let's take a look. A large bag here, just like that. A smaller packing cube, toiletry bag. Stick the boots right into here. That up. Still have the top compartment here, and that looks like a good spot for the drone. Hopefully I don't get arrested while trying to fly this in a foreign country. That's our carry-on bag. And now with the Osprey bag for the personal item. Stick the laptop in there. Compression socks. Can't forget the Journee pack. I'm going to the airport in just a little bit. I will see you guys there for the grand reveal. Hey everybody, what's happening? Finally here for the big moment at the airport. I have finally arrived. I can't believe I'm finally about to actually reveal the destination. So, without further ado, that's enough suspense. Let's open this thing up. Got a little countdown. 3, 2, 1. Your Journee match is Romania. This one was in the top 5 list, but didn't quite get it right. I was so close. I am so pumped to go check out this destination. Gonna be checking out castles, fortresses, mountains, nature, and unlike my other trips where I usually spend hours just combing through different internet tabs, this place is gonna be completely unspoiled for me. There we have it, going to Romania. As for my honest review of Journee, I wanted to try Journee because they only do trips for international destinations, which is exactly what I was looking for. They had pretty positive reviews, and I was quite impressed by their website when I first came upon it. And they have very detailed FAQs, and that helps answer a lot of the burning questions that you have up front. And then there were the clues. The clues just absolutely elevated the experience as I turned the whole thing into a game as I was trying to figure out where my destination was. And because I visited Romania without any prior research, when I eventually did get there, it very much enhanced my experience because I didn't really know anything about it or see any pictures online. So it just made the effect of seeing all the sights and trying all the food that much more profound. As for the itinerary, I thought Journee did quite well. Minimal time spent in the big city, and then when I went out into the countryside to see Brasov and Transylvania, I was just in absolute awe. My jaw just hit the floor. There were visits to tiny little villages and huge fortresses, and there was even a visit to a monastery in there. And most of these places really didn't have many other tourists, and in some cases there were no other tourists there. This, plus the fact that there was a 10-mile hike included in my itinerary, I felt like the whole thing was pretty much perfectly aligned with my interests. On top of that, they also built in a few free days into your itinerary where you're at the liberty to do whatever you want. So for me, I booked another walking tour in Bucharest, which had a focus on their communist history, and then I was able to rent a car for the entire day, and I took a road trip to the Transfiguration Highway, which is said to be one of the most exhilarating road trips in the entire world. And then I would later find out that some of my tours actually had other Journee travelers on the same tour. I asked them about their bookings and their itineraries, and it turns out they were not exactly the same as mine. So that further kind of confirmed the fact that everything is curated down to every individual booking, which is really nice because that added a personal touch. Plus, on top of that, when we figured out that we were all booked with Journee, we were kind of having a little bit of fun deliberating about the clues that we got, and some of them did figure out where the destination was, while other people did not figure it out, kind of like me. So it kind of made for a nice little icebreaker, and it was just kind of fun. Just a few more positives that I took away from the experience. Journee's communication to me, whenever there was an issue or I had an issue, their communication was excellent. They use WhatsApp as their primary form of communication, and they were always very quick, very responsive anytime something came up. And I can tell that they genuinely cared about the quality of our experience just kind of by the way that they were communicating to me through the app. They also have this thing called the Journee dashboard, which is an app-like experience that houses all of your trip information all in one place. Looking at it right now, the Journee dashboard has the packing list, weather forecast, real-time digital itinerary, airplane boarding passes, train tickets, destination guides, and Google Map pin drops of places to eat, places to drink, and sites to go see. Personally, I'm very easy to please, but I just wanted to highlight for those of us out there that may be watching who may have a bit more selective needs or preferences that need to be considered. During the proposal stage, you get a pretty good description of the activities that they have planned for you. And if any of these are not to your liking or you're not able to do it for some reason, you can just email them right back and ask them to make a change for you. But I do want to point out that I'm not actually sure to what extent that you're able to customize a tour or an activity, or if you can choose between a guided tour or a private tour. Those things are important to some people. I personally like having a blend of both, but for this trip, I was super easygoing. Whatever they threw at me, I was going to be fine with. And they also ask you about your dietary restrictions, so that's also a consideration when they put your itinerary together. Perhaps one critique that I would make is that I felt like the accommodations that I was given were kind of over the top, a little overzealous in my opinion. I mean, 2 out of the 3 hotels that I stayed in were actually suites, so there was multiple rooms, multiple beds. One of them had multiple bathrooms. I was the only person on the booking, only person staying in those hotels. That was just way too much for me. The itinerary was like so busy that I didn't really do anything in the hotel other than sleep and shower there. But in hindsight, I feel like anyone could sit there and tweak and pick apart every little detail of the itinerary. But when you ask someone to organize an entire trip for you, and especially in my case in 2 weeks, you kind of know going in that you're subject to a little bit of ambiguity in the process and that you just kind of have to have a mindset of flexibility. Overall, I had an absolutely fantastic, hands down, phenomenal experience with Journee. The convenience of asking them to organize a trip for me on my behalf far outweighs any criticisms that I had, little tiny criticisms that I had in the process. I would rate them 6 out of 5 stars if I could. In fact, my experience with Journee was so positive that I actually requested a proposal for another trip before this one was even over. If you have any questions about my experience with Journee and they weren't covered in this video, please feel free to leave a comment below in the comments section. I always try to respond to all the comments that I get on all the videos. And if you're considering a trip with Journee and you're on the fence, my honest advice is just do it. It's okay to have a little bit of fear of the unknown because you're not really sure what you're getting into, but honestly, that's the secret sauce with Journee. Journee is really great at matching your preferences. You're in great hands with them, And you might even get matched with a place that you never even considered traveling to. And with that said, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching it. I really, truly appreciate each and every one of you that stops by and watches the videos. If you liked today's video, if it made you think, if it gave you a new perspective, please feel free to share that and pass it along to somebody else. I really appreciate that, and it really helps out the channel. Also, if you're curious about the actual trip that I made to Romania, please feel free to subscribe to the channel because that is going to be the very next video that I post. And the travel vlog will not stop there. I have so many otherworldly destinations coming up into the future beyond that. So excited to share all of that with you guys, but it's all a secret for right now. So please, again, make sure that you're subscribed and you stay tuned for all those upcoming videos. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you guys next time.
Are you guys seeing this? There's a bear right there.